Paramount has big plans for Transformers, with several new movies lined up after 2023's Rise of the Beasts. The studio is working on multiple films to release over the next few years. Michael Bay kicked off the Transformers series in 2007 with Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox. Although Fox left after 2 movies, LaBeouf's character, Sam Witwicky, was the main focus of the first trilogy. This period saw the series peak popularity, with Transformers: Dark of the Moon earning over $1.1 billion worldwide. The franchise took a new direction without LaBeouf in Transformers: Age of Extinction, starring Mark Wahlberg, who also appeared in Transformers: The Last Knight. This movie marked the end of Michael Bay's involvement. In 2018, Bumblebee hit theaters with Hailee Steinfeld in the lead. The film was a moderate financial success but got great reviews from critics. With Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, new human leads Anthony Ramos and Dominique Fishback are stepping in, setting the stage for the next chapter of the Transformers saga. Transformers 1, to be released on September 13, 2024. First off, Paramount is working on an animated Transformers movie called Transformers 1. Directed by Josh Cooley, who also did Toy Story 4, this movie has been in the works for several years and is finally set to release in September 2024. This film goes back to the classic battles between Autobots and Decepticons. It will focus on the origin stories of Optimus Prime and Megatron, showing them as younger bots who start off as allies but become enemies. The voice cast for Transformers 1 includes Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime and Brian Tyree Henry as Megatron. Scarlett Johansson will voice Alita 1, Keegan-Michael Key will be Bumblebee, John Hamm will play Sentinel Prime, and Lawrence Fishburne will voice Alpha Trion. Transformers 8, potentially 2025. Paramount has confirmed that Transformers 8 is happening as part of a new trilogy that started with Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. We don't have many details about the 8th movie yet. It's not clear if Stephen Caple Jr. will come back to direct or if Anthony Ramos and Dominique Fishback will return as their characters. But since the movie is already confirmed, these options seem likely. The next Transformers movie is expected to continue the story from Rise of the Beasts. Transformers 8 doesn't have a release date yet, but since it's been announced early, it might come out in the next few years. Next we have Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover, to be released in 2026. There have been talks for a long time about a Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover movie, and now it's finally happening. These two franchises have teamed up before in comics and animated series, but the first hint of a live-action crossover came at the end of Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. In that movie, Anthony Ramos' character, Noah, gets an offer to join the G.I. Joe organization. Now, they're developing a full movie. There's not much info yet about the Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover movie. Since Rise of the Beasts only gave a quick hint, the new movie could take the story in any direction. It's likely that Anthony Ramos will be part of it, along with Michael Kelly's character, Agent Burke. The known G.I. Joe characters might be played by a new cast. The crossover movie is expected to come out sometime in 2026, though no exact date has been announced yet. Next we have Transformers 9, potentially 2027. Transformers 9 is in the works and will complete the new trilogy that started with Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Just like the movie before it, there aren't many details yet about the plot or who will be in it. The film is expected to delve deeper into the Beast Wars universe, possibly addressing the threat posed by Unicron, whose story was left unfinished in Rise of the Beasts. Paramount hasn't given a release date for Transformers 9 yet, but it's likely to come out in 2028 or 2029, unless it gets filmed back-to-back with Transformers 8. Bumblebee 2, not yet confirmed. Paramount was working on Bumblebee 2 at one point. The sequel to the 2018 movie started getting attention right after its successful release. They didn't announce a writer, but many thought Joby Harold's Transformers script was for a Bumblebee sequel. However, this script turned out to be for Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. This makes it unclear if Bumblebee 2 will ever happen. Given the ending of the last movie and its impact on the storyline, it seems unlikely that Hailee Steinfeld's character, Charlie, will return for a direct Bumblebee sequel. Transformers: The Last Knight sequel, not yet confirmed. There was a lot of talk about a sequel to Transformers: The Last Knight. Michael Bay and Paramount originally planned to make a 6th and 7th movie in the series, but things changed after The Last Knight was released. As a result, the Bay era of Transformers movies has taken a back seat. However, Paramount might still consider continuing the Transformers story in the future, possibly without Michael Bay. With Unicron playing a big role in Beast Wars, it's unlikely that Michael Bay's movies will continue. The new Transformers movies won't feature LaBeouf or Wahlberg. Despite the upcoming Transformers movies, neither Shia LaBeouf nor Mark Wahlberg will be returning. LaBeouf decided not to come back because he felt that Sam's story was finished. This decision didn't sit well with many fans. Wahlberg is also done playing Cade Yeager. He confirmed at a 2017 charity screening of Transformers the last night that it was his last movie in the franchise. He wasn't interested in non-Michael Bay Transformers movies. However, the real stars of these films are the Autobots and Decepticons, so the series could easily shift focus. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts brought in Anthony Ramos as Noah, providing a strong human element to balance the robots. Since Rise of the Beasts is set in the past, only Charlie from Bumblebee could have logically returned. Whether Noah will appear in the rest of the trilogy is still unknown.